everyone, my name is Harsh and today we will be discussing the second problem from the CP31 sheet by TLE Eliminators under the 1100 rated range questions. So let's begin. So this is the CP31 sheet by TLE Eliminators and we can see that we have ticked the 1100 rating box or parameter, and here is our second problem and here is a clickable link to our problem. So let's begin with the problem. So the name of the problem is Quest. So let's go through the problem statement. So Monocop is playing a computer game. In order to level up his character, he can complete quests. There are n quests in the game, numbered from 1 to n. So Monocop can complete quests according to the following rules. So the first quest is always available for completion. The ith quest is available for completion if all quests j that are lesser than I have been completed at least once. So note that Monocop can complete the same quest multiple times. So for each completion, the character gets some amount of experience points. The first completion of the ith quest, he gets AI experience points, and for each subsequent completion of the ith quest, he gets BI experience points. So Monocop is a very busy person, so he has free time to complete no more than k quest. So your task is to calculate the maximum possible total experience Monocop can get if he can complete no more than k quest. So the question is that we have a person Monocop and he has n quests to complete. Now he can't complete more than k quest. And while completing the quest, there is some restriction that if let's suppose he is completing the ith quest, so all the quests that are numbered lesser than I has to be completed at least once. And every time when he completes the quest for the first time, he get AI experience points, and when he completes the quest for any other subsequent times, he gets BI experience points. So your task is to calculate the maximum possible total experience Monocop can get if he can complete no more than k quests. So looking up to the constraints, we have n and k of the order of 2 into 10 power 5. The numbers, the integers in the range AI and BI are in the range of 10 power 3. So AI is basically the experience points Monocop gets when he completes the quest for the first time, and BI is the experience points he gets for every completion of quest he completes after the first time completion. So let's understand what actually the question wants us to say. So let's go to the question. Okay. So how we can actually do this? Let's first of all understand what the question is. So for understanding purpose, let's take a test case from here itself. So let's take this particular test case. We have 4 tasks. We have the value of n as 4 and the value of k as 7. So we have the value of n as 4 and the value of k as 7, and the values in the vector A is 4, 3, 1, 2. Values in the vector A is nothing but 4, 3, 1, 2, and values in the vector B is nothing but 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1 and 1. Let me confirm. Yeah, we are correct. So let's understand the question via this test case. Okay, so first of all, what they have told? They have told that we have to complete k quest, that is 7 number of quests, right? Now, every time when you try to complete some ith quest, so before completing this quest, you have to complete all the quests before it at least once. So tell me, if I tell you that I want to start with the second quest, will I be able to do that? No, right? Because before that I have to complete the first quest. So my first quest will be when I complete the first quest, that is, let's suppose I number it 1, 2, 3 and 4. So when I complete the first quest, what will be my score? My score will be 4, right? Because the first time when I am completing this quest, I will get AI amount of experience points. So I will get 4 experience points. Now for my second task, like let's assume this 7 as the 7 tasks we have, and for our second task. So after our first task, we have completed quest 1. So quest 1 is completed at least once, and we have 4 experience points under our belt. So let's move on to our second task. Now in our second task we have two choices. Just tell me what are the choices you have. The choices that you have is that either you can complete this first quest once again, or you can move on to complete the second quest. These are the two choices you have. Now tell me which choice will you apply? Which choice will you choose? Looking up to the values, you can definitely see that we will choose the second choice, right? So what we can do during our second task, we complete our second quest at least once and gain how many experience points? We gain 3 experience points. So our total experience points becomes 4 plus 3, which is 7. So these are actually the tasks number, task 1 and 2. Now let's move on to our third task. Now when we move on to our third task, we have two options, right? If you look up, we have two options, like either we can complete this particular task or we can complete any of these quest 1 or 2 once again, isn't it? We have two options, that either we complete the quest 3 or we complete any of these quests once again. Now if you look, both of them are giving us the same values, right? Even if we complete task quest 3, we will get experience points 1, and even if we complete a quest 1 or 2 once again, we will get 1 experience points. So which one should we opt for? So looking up to the other values, if we can clearly see that if we opt for third quest in this particular task, so in the next task this particular value gets unlocked, right? Because once we have completed this task 3 at least once, and since we know we have completed quest 1 and 2 at least once, in that case all 3 quests 1, 2, 3 has been completed once, and hence quest 4 gets unlocked. So in this case, what we will prefer during our task 3, we will prefer to gain experience points via quest 3, and so our total experience points become 8, and we have even completed quest 3 at least once. Now for our fourth task, we have again two options. Either we complete this quest 4 for the first time, or we complete this quest 1, 2 and 3 more times. These are the options we have. So you can see the greater values is from this 4. So what we will do, we will choose this quest 4 and the total experience points become 10. And we have completed quest 4 even at least once. So now for all the remaining tasks, that is 5, 6, 7, for all the remaining tasks, what are the options we have? The options that we have is that we can choose any of the quests and complete it more number of times. So just tell me which value you will choose, which quest you will choose. Even if you complete quest once again, you will get 1 experience points. Quest 2 once again, you will get 1 experience points. Quest 3 once again, you will gain 1 experience points. And quest 4 once again, you will get 1 experience point. So it does not matter that which quest you are actually choosing. In all the cases, your experience points will get incremented by 1. So your total experience points at the end of all the tasks will become 13, and this is actually the maximum number of experience points you can gain if you are completing 7 quests. This is actually the question, is that tell me that how much maximum experience points you can actually gain. I hope the question is clear. Now the next question is how we can solve this. So when we see this, what comes to our mind? That okay, if we have, let's suppose, 4 quests, like take this particular example only, we had 4 quests with us, isn't it? We had 4 quests with us. What are the options I have? If I tell you that I want to choose quest 3, I tell you that I want to choose quest 3, will I be able to do this always? Tell me when I will be able to choose this quest 3. Only when I have chosen quest 1 and quest 2 at least once. Do you agree with me? So quest 1 at least once and quest 2 at least once. Do you agree? Okay. One more example. Let's suppose I tell you that the value of A is 4, 3, 1 and 2 and the value of B is 2, 1, 4, 3. Okay. If I tell you that when I come to this quest 2, let's suppose I have chosen this quest 1 at least once. So the experience points I have is 4 and I have chosen this quest 2 at least once. So experience points I have is 3, that is 7. Now I tell you that I don't want to take any more quests, but I have k tasks to complete, right? But I am not choosing any more quests. So what I will do? I will choose any of these quests once again, isn't it? Now tell me greedily, which quest will you choose? So greedily, you will choose this particular quest for all your remaining tasks. Do you agree? Because this gives you the maximum experience points. And how were we able to reach to this 2? This 2 was nothing but the maximum value in vector B till here. Isn't it? So this is how actually you can solve this question by using this logic. That okay, you can decide that how many quests you are actually going to use. So let's suppose you have n quests, A1, A2, A3, A4 up till An, and correspondingly in vector B you will have n values, right? Now if I tell you that I only want to choose till quest 3, so what you will do? You will add all these values at least. You will add all these values once, and if let's suppose the value of k was, let's suppose 10. So what you will do? From this 10 you will subtract 3 because you have already performed 3 quests. So you will be left out with value 7. And now for fulfilling this 7 task, which quest you will choose? The one which have the maximum value in this vector B till this particular index. That quest you will perform multiple times. So let's suppose B2 has the maximum value. So your answer will be nothing but A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus 7 times B2. This will be your answer. And you can extend this idea to any index. Like you can say that okay, I will only perform task till quest 1. I will only perform till quest 2. I will only perform till quest 3, or I will only perform till quest 4. You can take up all these cases and take the maximum answer from all these cases. This is actually how you can solve this question. A slight twist, if I tell you, a slight modification, if I tell you that if I let's suppose have 5 quests and the value of k given to me is 3. If I tell you something like this, tell me, will you be able to complete this quest for even once? Tell me. No, right? Because for completion of this quest 4, you have to complete quest 1 at least once, quest 2 at least once, and quest 3 at least once. So even in the most favorable case, all the 3 tasks will be completed by completing quest 1, 2 and 3, and in no other case you will be allowed to complete this quest 4 even once. You will see that how we use this idea in the code, but this is actually what the logic is. Okay, so I hope the logic is clear. How can we implement this? So always while we implement the code, the first thing that comes to our mind is constraints. What are the constraints that we saw? We saw that n was of the order of 10 power 5 and even k was of the order of 10 power 5, isn't it? So tell me the expected time complexity that this code holds. Expected time complexity can be like big O of n, big O of n's log n, or something like big O of n square root of n, big O of log n, big O of square root n. All of these will be accepted. But if you are using time complexity like big O of n square, something like this, or big O of n square root n, big O of n square log n, something like this, you need to avoid. Okay, so how we can implement this? So we have to implement it within the expected time complexity. So one idea is that what you can do is you can just simply run a loop from index 0 to index n minus 1. And what you actually want, when I tell you that I am only concerned of first 3 quests, I will only be taking first 3 quests. So what you want the summation values of first 3 quests when you are taking it for the first time. So basically you want A1, A2, A3, and you want the maximum value of B1, B2, B3. So what you can do, you can simply maintain a variable maxi, and every time when you move your index from I to I plus 1, simply update your maxi with the value of max of maxi comma B of I. If you do this, then we are pretty much sure that when we reach index I, so this index I contains the maximum value from index 0 till index I in our vector B. So this is how you can simply do it without iterating over vector B again and again for this index I. So let's see the code, the things will get more clear. Okay, so this is actually the code to this problem. So first of all, I took the number of test cases as input. Then we have the variables n and k with us. We constructed 2 vectors a and b of size n as mentioned in the question. So as mentioned in the question, this vector a contains the experience points you gain when you complete the quest for the first time, and this vector b contains the experience points that you gain when you complete a quest for subsequent times or multiple times other than the first time. Then as discussed, we maintained a variable maxi which is initialized to 0. We maintained a variable sum which is initialized to 0, and we maintained a variable answer which is initialized to 0. So what this variable sum is going to contain? This variable sum is going to contain the sum of values from index 0 till index I in the vector A. So we will iterate our loop from I equals to 0 to I lesser than mean of n comma k to I plus plus. As discussed, the slight modification that we only need to go till minimum of n minus 1 comma k minus 1. So our I will go till lesser than minimum of n comma k, isn't it? Now to our sum, what we are adding? We are adding the value of ai. So our sum basically contains the sum of values in vector A from index 0 till index I. We updated our value variable maxi with the max of maxi comma b of I. So what will be our answer if we are concerned only till quest till index I? Our answer will be max of answer comma sum plus how many tasks are left if we are at index I. So we have gained all the quests at least one time till index I. How many quests do we have till index I plus 1, isn't it? Because since we are starting with indexing 0 based indexing, so till index I we have I plus 1 quest completed at least once. So the number of quests that we can complete more is nothing but k minus I minus 1, isn't it? So I have simply expanded it. You can simply write it like this as well. So this is the same thing, k minus I plus 1, isn't it? So to this value, what we are multiplying? We are multiplying the maxi value, as we have discussed that all the remaining, like the quest that we will choose for performing task multiple times is the one that has the maximum value of vector b, that has the maximum value in vector b. So for all the remaining tasks, we are choosing the value maxi. And at the end, since we have took the maximum of all the possible answers, so we are printing the variable answer, and we are good to go then. So this is actually the code to our question. If I talk of time and space complexity, so over here you have, if I talk of first of all time complexity, so over here you have a loop of n, then over here you have a loop of n, and over here you have a loop of minimum of n comma k, so we can take like n. So the total time complexity for this per test case will be nothing but big O of n. Okay. And what about the space complexity? What about the space complexity? So if you look, we constructed two vectors a and b of size n. So over here we have a space of n, and we have some variables that take constant space. So we can say that space complexity is also bigger of n. So given the expected time complexity, our code is much to run within this boundary. So it will give you AC while you submit it. So I hope all of you got it. Thank you.